Greetings, viewer dear. I'm Tom.
I'm Ben.
And I am Matthew, and welcome to this very exciting video episode of Pappy's Flatshare.
Absolutely. We sit around, have a chat, and in this one, we unlock something interesting from Clarky's childhood.
Yeah.
But a memory.
It's a really odd memory. The memory, the fact that you remembered it is not odd. The detail of it is
detail
odd.
is very
so
strange.
much so that we had to stop recording the podcast to get outside verification. So if outside verification is what you're after, this is the pod for you.
Absolutely. And if what we give you is the thing you're after, then why not
Then why not have some?
why not support us by liking and subscribing, recommending to your friends, hopping on Patreon and supporting us in our journey, and keep on being a wonderful viewer/listener.
Yeah. Also, we'd really love to know your thoughts, particularly on this episode. So do leave a comment.
Yes, please.
Lovely. Well, let's watch the episode.
Let's watch the episode.
Me and Tom had a very exciting moment last night.
It was.
Right?
It was great.
Oh, great. Was it? Can I ask? Was it the moment when I left the pub?
Yeah.
You were like, finally, we can relax. We don't have to hear any more of his anecdotes.
We were waiting on the side of the road for our Uber.
Yep.
Lovely. Yeah.
And this guy ran up to us and was like, "Can you help me?"
He was joyful.
He was joyful.
He had a big smile on his face.
Oh, that's a good. Can you help me?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
And
it turned out, he jumped out of a bus. And he was the bus driver. And he was
Okay,
like,
right. When you said jumped out of a bus, I was thinking top deck.
Move and,
I was thinking
and moving.
Yeah, top deck and moving.
That's how it sounded, and I was
crucially.
there. I was like,
it was Jackie Chan.
So he jumped out of a bus, right?
Jumped out of a bus. We hadn't seen that.
He
though.
stopped his bus. He was a bus driver. He stopped
Yeah.
his bus.
Fortunately, he had stopped the bus.
So he hadn't sort of, whatever you call it, tuck, drop and roll or whatever.
Yeah. Or the ghost riding the whip. Remember when people did that when they get out of their car and kind of dance alongside it?
Oh,
as it
that's
drifted?
right. Yeah. You dance along and then you hop back in the car. Yeah. I didn't think a bus
He
driver was
wasn't-
doing it.
Oh my God.
Can you help me? Can you help me ghost ride my whip?
Can you help me out? Can you film this for TikTok, please?
Doing that dance alongside it. Isn't it? No?
I don't know about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Listen, hey, we all know what we're talking about here. Yeah. Anyway, so
The
Matt,
number 43 bus is delayed. The driver was ghost riding the whip.
so he jumps out. He says,
jumps
"Can
out.
you help me?" But he's really beaming.
He's beaming.
Yeah.
He's like, I need to reverse round the corner. So then me and Tom, like absolute legends, had to stand in the road directing traffic.
That's
Reversing
great.
a bus.
So does he need
Great.
somebody? If
He'd
he's
turned into a closed road off a
Yeah.
busy road, realised the road was closed, and he was like, right, I've got to go back out into the road, and then off I go. So he was like, I'm going to need you two to back me out.
and it's the best part of his day.
Best part of our day.
Best part of our day.
Best part of our
fantastic.
year. And he jumps into this bus, and we're there, and it's like,
I'm doing this.
I'm doing this.
Yeah,
He's
put it
doing
in
that.
left
What you're
He
doing two
doesn't
different
know.
hand gestures.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Tom's
We're giddy.
Tom's indicating go back. You're indicating go in a big circle.
No, go back and do
And
left
stick
lock
it-
or
stick your
stick
wheel
it
in left
round
lock.
and bring it back. We're working as a team there,
Yeah.
and I'm also doing that. So oncoming traffic. No, wait there.
Stopping oncoming traffic is so fun.
Wait.
It's great.
Because
This-
you realise there's a point in your life when you realise, you don't have to be a special person to stop traffic. Like you can just go and stop traffic, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't.
Yeah, I know. Clarky, I don't necessarily agree with the second part of that because I think just walking out, I think you would be quite a special person if you're like, what are you going to do today?
Yeah.
We're going to stand in the road
stop
and
some
ruin
traffic.
people's commute.
He stops traffic.
Yeah, because when I have to walk, they ask for parent volunteers to walk the kids back from the field to the school.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best bit. Is when you get to go and stand in the middle of the road. Okay, school kids crossing here. You put your hand up.
The thrill of the lollipop
The
person.
thrill of the lollipop person. Exactly.
What a career.
It's such a good job.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It really is.
I loved my lollipop lady so much.
Yeah.
And I once had I went in.
Let's take a second on I love my lollipop lady so much.
Let's
What
explore.
time?
Let's
Wait a
explore this relationship.
Before we get to the anecdote about the one time that happened, why did you love your lollipop lady so much? Just what was it about your lollipop lady?
I was very young at the time.
Right.
Sure.
But just every time, I'd give have a cuddle and have a chat or whatever.
While she was at work?
Yeah.
That's unprofessional.
That's unprofessional.
Not in the road.
Never in the road.
She wouldn't stop the traffic.
Stop the traffic for
bring you over, cuddle you, and then let you go the rest of the way. No, that
No.
wasn't happening.
I think that's. I had a very affectionate relationship with my lollipop lady as well. Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
She's vividly jumped back into my mind.
Yeah.
Like a driver off a bus.
And there was that one time she vividly jumped in front of a lorry and stopped it. No, exactly. They're very affectionate people.
Yeah, I think there is that relationship. There's something about it.
Well, there was two. We had two. Very affectionate, quite cold.
So you had
Good lollipop, bad lollipop.
Yeah.
Good,
we did, yeah.
Good pop, bad pop.
Yeah, it was. So, like the first half, like the southbound, cracking, really good chat. And then the second one, maybe it's because she was a little bit further away from the school, so you don't really get the warm greeting that moment. But the second lane lollipop lady was.
So there was one who was just
cold.
on the main road on the way to the school, and there was another one who was right by the school.
Dual carriageway.
Oh,
one for
wow.
one carriageway, one for the other. Busy road.
That is extreme lollipopping. Doing it on a dual carriageway, right?
Yeah.
Because our lollipop lady just had to do, a standard road, not dual carriageway. That
Do you need them?
I would say statistically, probably, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You've got to ask the questions.
Yeah, you know what? If you hadn't asked the question, we wouldn't have had the
ask the
answer.
questions.
It's a good
And
council meeting.
the answer is yes, we do.
Yeah,
He's come
very
in.
much
He's
so,
come in.
actually.
He's here to make slashing cuts. He's looking to make this as an efficient place as
This
possible.
is Doge. This is Doge.
Do
in
we need
action.
them? Yes. Okay.
All right.
Actually, fair enough.
All right, well, better than Doge then.
Is that how you would do it? If you had to go into if you had to work in a town council, right?
Yeah.
You'd go into each department and say, "Are your jobs necessary?" And if they said yes, next department.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's very
I
fair.
believe my
You'd be
employees.
popular. You'd be as popular as a little cuddle, little cuddle of everybody, and then you'd move on.
carry on.
And then you'd move on. Yeah.
I'd come
Exactly.
in. I'd say, "Stop what you're doing." Are you important? Carry on. That'd feel great.
Yeah. I'd feel great too.
So, did you? Do you remember parting ways with your lollipop lady?
No, I don't, but I do. I stayed at a house once.
Hang on.
Which was going to be the.
She's only supposed to guide you across the road, not into her gingerbread cottage. I stayed in her house once and she kept me in this little cage. And every day, she's a very, very blind woman. Every day she'd check my finger to see if it was fat enough to eat.
I don't
Give me a few
remember
more
parting-
lollipops.
I don't remember parting ways with her, but I do remember pushing her into an oven. So
How did you get into her house? Well, why? Did she know you were there?
I can't remember because she was probably just babysitting me, but it was kind of sold to me as like, you're going to go stay with your friend. What? So it's like, I just went.
This is really weird. Right. So
It's quite weird.
It's
in
really
hindsight,
weird.
How long were you there for?
A night, I slept over.
You had a
in spare
sleepover
room.
at your lollipop lady's house.
Yeah.
And it was, wait, no, this is mad. Was the lollipop lady, because they're often like a parent, aren't they? You know,
Yeah.
of someone, a kid at the school.
Yeah.
Do you remember there being anyone else there, or was it just...
There was no. I remember her husband being there, and I remember him being very grumpy. And I don't think he.
course.
I don't think he was into
Who
it.
the hell's this kid?
Of course, why have you got a kid
Yeah.
to sleep over at the house?
In our bed.
And it's...
They had a spare room.
This is so...
And were you with any brothers or sisters?
No, just me.
So where were?
They were back
So
at the
what-
house.
Yeah, like
So your younger,
mum and your
your
dad
younger
away?
sister, your two older brothers,
I
they're
don't
all...
think so.
so you just went to sleep at your friend's house and it was your lollipop. lady?
Yeah.
And they told you didn't ask. What's going on? What's going on here?
I don't know if maybe I'd been like, can I stay at your house?
Yeah,
You
but,
know,
yeah,
for
but
the-
yes.
for the
Kids
whole
say that
time.
all the time.
Yeah.
But the answer is always,
No.
yes, of course you can. And then, no, it never manifests. But why?
Oh, that's what you do.
What?
Hang on.
This is odd.
You asked to stay at your lollipop.
I
lady's
can't
house
remember
and
that. I
everyone
can't
let you.
remember if I'd asked. But that's what I assume now I must have done. Because otherwise, would you?
We need to get to the bottom of this. You need to talk to your parents.
We need to call Alan and Louise
Right now.
And I feel like we may need to do it now.
I think so.
I feel like, can we get them on the blower? Because we need to talk about what's going on with.
What? Because it can't be that your mum and dad were away and they needed babysitting. Else your brothers and sisters would have been there.
Yeah. Unless they had somewhere else to go, but then that's also weird.
They're
isn't
not.
It?
They didn't send. They
You wouldn't send
you didn't
three one
divide
way
the
and one
family.
the other.
Someone's saying with the postman.
But
what's going? Yeah, and you know what? I had very close relationships with some of the authority figures in my school. Right? I've told you before. I went for a Chinese meal with a teacher who was a teacher at the school, but wasn't my teacher. Famously, I went for dinner.
Is this weirder than that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it?
It is weirder than that.
This is the most weird one.
Oh no! Oh, no. Is there anything I can say that make it less weird?
You can call your parents and find out what's going on.
Yeah. Should we pause the recording? You go and ask your mom and dad, and then we'll come back and you can tell us what they've said.
Yeah,
Yeah?
let's do that.
Should we do that?
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. All right, let's pause the recording. And we're back.
And we're back.
Hi.
How did that go?
It was okay.
Like any interaction with your parents.
Yeah.
Are they well? Are they doing okay?
Yeah. Well, I didn't ask. So
They answered. How much more? How much more do you need?
Well, I rang both of them, and then on the third attempt, they answered.
Okay, yeah.
Classic. So
Yes.
my mum. I said, "Did I stay at her house?" And she was like, "Oh, I don't remember that."
Okay.
I was like, "Ah." But then, as the conversation went on, she went, "Oh, you used to go there. You used to go there to a house."
Yeah.
For she'd kind of babysit you
Right.
between the shifts. I don't could fully understand.
It's a mystery.
Instead of going to school. That explains a lot then.
Well,
were you homeschooled by your lollipop lady?
I think I was there, and it was taking my brothers to school. I think I was too young. So I was
Right.
going with mum, and then she'd look after, and she was like, "Oh, I was pregnant with Madeline."
Right.
So she would be like, "Oh, he can come to mine and give you a bit of rest."
So
And then
you would
one
have been
day-
about sort of 2 or 3 years old. Is that what
Yeah,
you're
I
saying?
think it must have been, yeah.
You had a nap.
Yeah, probably.
That's what happened. You had a nap.
The big thing that I remember
Yeah.
is her husband, who apparently I'd called Grandad. He was watching.
The big thing, I apparently called him Grandad. The weird thing about it was, he was my granddad.
My lollipop lady was my grandma.
But
Yeah,
my
yeah.
grandma. I should have
Probably should have started with
started with that fact. Yeah, led with the fact that she's my grandma.
So you called this cross husband, the grumpy husband, Grandad?
Grandad. Apparently, I don't remember. Yeah, but he.
Your
was
mom told you that?
That's what my mum told me.
Okay, so you were staying. So you were.
But
Yes.
I remember the stay. But towards the end, she was like, "Oh, well, but you probably did. Yeah, maybe you did. Stay over there."
So you gaslit your mum.
Yeah, basically
into remembering.
like you two.
Yeah.
But he was watching Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, and I remember that very vividly. And that's not daytime watching, is it? That's going to be on television. It's before the days of VHS.
So you were 3. And you remember that he was watching Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
Here's what I think. I think it was later. I think we'd moved away because this was when we were at our first house. When Madeline got born, we moved. I think I came back for a sleepover for hey, you've not seen him in ages.
And you were 18.
And you brought some DVDs.
And you said, we're having a movie night.
We're doing the trilogy.
Move up, Grandad. We're watching Indiana Jones.
Was it when Crystal Skulls came out?
It's a marathon.
We're doing the lot. We'll take that Sheila Booth, Grandad.
I'm not your Grandad. Of course you're not Grandad.
Of course you are, Grandad.
Yes, you're not
You
Grandad.
silly old duffer.
Who are you again? Don't worry about all that.
So you think what as a as a treat, they said you can go and stay in your old
I
lollipop
think
lady's
so.
house as a treat because
that's
you've
what-
not seen her for a long time because we moved to a different area.
Yeah, that's what I think happened. When I was like, say, I was probably like more like 5 or something like that. Or 6.
What year was Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom made? I think it was late
Early
1985, wasn't it?
Was it in the cinema?
Did you?
Did you go to the cinema with your lollipop lady's husband, who you called Grandad? The Temple
And I
of
was
Doom
like, oh.
details really put the twist.
It's really
Yeah.
thrown me.
Yeah,
It's really thrown me. I'm
Because
going.
that's not 3 or and like if you're 5,
I'm going to look it
how
up.
do you know that it's Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, how are you gonna?
Maybe I'm stitching 2 memories together there.
As a 5-year-old, and you're looking at the TV screen, you're going, "Oh, it's Temple of Doom."
Okay.
Well-
so it came out in 1984, right?
Right, okay.
Okay. So we're saying let's give
It's
it.
not going to be on telly until
Let's give it. So cinemas, give it a year and a half, right? Let's
Yeah.
give it. Let's,
2.
you'll give it 2 years. To
2 years.
2 years from it was made in 1984.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
I don't think it's getting on telly
1986.
until
1986.
I'd be 5.
86, 87. So it checks out.
5, 6, yeah.
This is a wild story to me. As a treat, you got to go and have a sleepover at your lollipop. It's actually weirder now that we find out you didn't even live
that
in the
I came
area.
back, yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
a couple of years later.
Yeah.
And you wanted to go and stay with your friend.
And your friend was the lollipop lady.
What? Don't look at me like oh, because I was like, what's the name?
They've been
Are we allowed to give their? Are we allowed to give their name?
30 years.
Just the surname,
Okay,
Mrs. Pugh.
Mrs. Pugh. But
Clarky says, my dad,
yeah.
other Clarky says,
Senior.
you did stay over once.
And you stayed over at Mrs. Pugh's house.
Yeah.
Why?
Ask why did I stay over? Yeah, ask.
That's the question.
The big question is, Mum and Dad, why did you allow? Because the blame's not on you. You were 5
Thank
years
you.
old.
Oh, wait.
Wait, you slightly want to blame the 5-year-old child.
I just think the Pews were like, oh no, he's back.
I can imagine
Kid
that.
from 2 years ago.
I can imagine
And he
that.
wants to stay over.
She's typing.
This is I can't wrap my head round it.
It's the Temple of Doom.
It was a
thing for me.
different
It's like
time.
that.
But it
It's
was
that.
different. It was 1987. It's what we've established.
Yes. And so it's like as a 5 or 6 year old being introduced to, let's be honest, the darkest of the Indiana Jones trilogy
Oh, that's
Well, I think I was ushered out the room.
by the Lollipop Lady. Stop. Come on. Keep moving. Okay, upstairs.
Oh, I think the bluntness of the question has maybe thrown her. My mum started to type and then she stopped. Why did I stay over?
why did you stay over at the Lollipop
That
Lady's
is the
house?
crucial question.
That's the crucial question.
This feels like, this feels like a podcast series, really, rather than a single episode. We've got the crux of the
Yeah.
issue here.
Yeah.
We need to find out what happened.
This is a cold case.
It's a cold case, exactly. We're reopening the cold case. What happened in 1987
We need to
that
find
meant
out what's the broadcast date of Indiana Jones. We can contact the BBC.
triangulate, yeah.
So we're talking, this is nearly 40 years ago now, we're talking about, right? Nearly 40 years ago, are we holding out any hope for the Pews to, because sometimes you see someone that you think they're really, really old, but they're actually just in their 40s.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I'm talking about you guys looking at me. He must be 87, right? But yeah, so they could still be around, but they might not be
The
around.
culminating
okay?
episode is Ben knocking on their door and they're answering it and going, "It's happening again!"
With an overnight bag.
Da-da-da-da. She tries to shut the door. You roll through it, grab your hat.
There are some boulders you can never outrun.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what were you going to say about that?
Can't remember.
I mean, to be fair, that's not on you in any way. We did stop the podcast for about 20 minutes where you went and called your mum and dad.
I think
you said I was very close to. We never even knew I'm glad we went back to it.
Yeah.
You said I was very close to. I was very fond
you were
of.
very fond of your
I was very
your
fond of my
lollipop lady.
lollipop lady.
Yeah.
Is what you said, and we just didn't know the half of it.
yeah.
Wow.
What a journey.
Tom,
Yeah.
you're a parent.
Hello.
You've got a kid who's approximate age to how old Clarky was when he
Yes.
stayed with the lollipop lady.
Yes.
You letting your daughter stay with the lollipop lady?
No,
it's not happening, is it?
baby.
It was a different time. It was the 80s. You know, it wasn't. You know, maybe it wasn't quite as people were a bit more trusting.
Yeah,
Maybe that's the case.
I think so. Who
Yeah,
are
I
you
think if she babysat me as well. So that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
He's not letting know.
I think babysitting is a very different thing. Crucially, you're in your own house, and babysitting is not all night, right? You know, if we've got a babysitter, we're coming back. You know, hey, maybe we're coming back at midnight, but that's still we're only out the house for 4 or 5 hours.
Have you ever had have you always had reliable babysitters?
Yes.
Has there ever been like a moment where you're about to the house and you like go,
Why are you sharpening that knife?
I don't know, man.
What do you mean? Have you had it? Have you had that?
If you bought that massive lollipop stick.
Have you had that?
Well, not like that you don't trust them. It's just like, oh, don't do anything to my house, man. Or like, you know, like it's like, is this person, you know, like in the 80s movies when it's like an 80s movies babysitter.
They're going to
where it's
throw.
like,
They're going to throw.
Have
a
a
party.
good night, Mrs. H. Don't worry about the kids. And it's like, oh,
Yeah,
no.
instantly on the phone to the boyfriend who comes round.
that's
They're
it.
making out on the sofa.
That kind of thing. It's like,
Yeah.
have you always been like complete safe pair of hands here?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever had?
Never had a babysitter.
Oh, will you?
I hope so.
Because I've got a great recommendation for you.
Go and stay with Mrs. Pugh.
So I don't particularly know.
I should
process.
say. I should say as well. By the way, we're not letting kids. It's not kids. You know, when I was a kid, I would babysit.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah.
Did you ever babysit?
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
But when I was like 17 or 18, so like, you know,
Who are you babysitting?
my parents' friends from the church, their kids.
Right. And what was your vibe? Were you cool babysitter? Like, I'm going to jazz at bedtime?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't remember.
Do you watch
doing
any Indiana Jones?
Well, no, I don't remember doing like, you know, the rap from Three Men and a Baby or anything like that. I don't know. No, I think I was very much just, you know, I'll read you a story.
Right.
I'll be very engaged. But
Were the kids like, yeah, Matthew's babysitting tonight? Like that kind of vibe?
No, I don't remember that.
okay.
I don't remember that being the
Right, okay.
that being the thing.
And then do you remember having a look round their house?
Little rummage.
Well, I didn't close my eyes.
Go through a few drawers?
No, I didn't go through their drawers.
Didn't go
no.
through drawers?
No, I didn't go through drawers. I remember I watched the telly. I fell asleep. That's the thing I
Ooh,
remember.
okay.
I fell asleep.
Is that the cardinal sin?
Ideally, the idea is if the kids are the ones doing the sleeping, and
yeah.
you're the one staying awake in case something happens.
Yeah.
But I did.
But surely if something happens, you wake up, right?
I'm a very deep sleeper.
The thing that in my head,
But I should say I was woken up by firemen. Is that?
the thing that I've got in my head is I'd make a massive sandwich. I feel like.
But that's just your plans for later on today, isn't it?
every day.
You stopped thinking about babysitting.
I feel like my idea of babysitting when I was 17 would be like they've gone, and it'd be like. And
Here
it's
we
said,
go.
said,
Here we
help
go.
yourself to things in the kitchen if you get peckish, and it'd be like, right, fucking here we go.
Every
Mayonnaise.
single thing.
What are your massive mayonnaise sandwiches?
We didn't have mayonnaise. We didn't have mayonnaise in our house, but it's like especially in like American films.
Squeezy
A
mayonnaise.
lot of mayonnaise going on sandwiches,
Yeah.
and processed cheese slices,
Yeah.
and lettuce, like you know what goes in the sandwiches,
Yeah.
but like
Oh, yeah,
cartoon,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
like a
but
Scooby
keep it
Doo,
coming. I'm enjoying this.
like a Scooby Doo sandwich, salami.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm talking like salami.
We're talking about a lot of
mayo,
opening up a lot of different packets and throwing it
being
together.
like that,
Yeah,
exactly. And then you like jump cut to a picture of me going, my eyes big over the bread.
yeah. With you.
And then the phone rings and it's like, is everything okay? And I go, yes, Mrs. Jones. I don't know. That bit's not right.
Yeah, that bit. Can I tell you, Tom?
It's not right.
Tom, that bit is not right. I would say because it sounds like Tom. It sounds like you're fucking the sandwich.
Eyes big over the sandwich.
My eyes are big over the sandwich. The phone rings. Yes, Mrs. Jones.
Too much
fuck.
mayonnaise.
Help yourself to the food in the kitchen. Don't fuck the sandwich, young man.
I know what you're like.
All right, Mr. Jones.
It's our version of American Pie. It's a British sandwich.
I think I've seen British sandwich actually. Yeah.
Anyway,
Not my proudest afternoon.
and drinking not from their booze
No.
cabinet, loads of their milk.
Oh yeah, drinking milk out of the bottle.
And it's like the big kind of those big square
the
carts.
big square cart with a big square cart with a handle.
Yeah,
Big 4 litre.
Or a paper milk carton that you open like that and go glug,
Yeah.
glug, glug. And it's like, oh, Miss Jones.
Oh, Miss Jones. This is an episode of Rising Damp. Oh, Miss Jones.
Oh, Miss
You've got like your milk moustache. And it's like,
You got milk moustache.
They're back early.
And crumbs all over your crotch.
and you knob between two loaves of bread.
Loaves? How big is this sandwich?
You got to trust this guy when he
Listen,
says he's making a big sandwich.
Sliced breads for pussies. I get 2 full loaves. And listen, it's sourdough. It's like sandpapering your dick when you fuck that sandwich.
Oh boy.
that feels like the kind of thing you do.
Feels like the kind of thing he'd do, mate.
Yeah, it does. The other thing as well would be ordering a lot of takeaway.
Yes.
That's the other thing. You know, like the Chinese food in the paper cartons. Yeah, I mean, this is what you get from American movies.
Yeah,
yeah.
I know you always ushered out the room whenever an American movie was shown, so you wouldn't know. But out you go. So American culture, get him out of here, get him out of here. Yeah.
Grandad's the detail that's really got me.
Yeah.
You call him Grandad.
I don't remember that.
Mrs. Pugh and Grandad.
My goddaughter is 7 and she's just being given like responsibilities a little bit outside of the house.
Yeah.
And their neighbours went away. And so she was allowed to go and feed the cat.
That's great. Yeah.
And so Marco said, look, you go in, there's the cat food, there's the thing, that's what you do, come back. Don't interfere or anything, with any of their things. That's your job. And she was like, absolutely. And she came back and she was like, did it, great. And he was like, great, you can do it again tomorrow. And then the next day when she did it, after she came back, about half an hour later, he got a text from their neighbours in New York and they had received a picture of Chloe off one of their work iPads that was in one of their drawers in a desk in the study that she'd accidentally taken of herself looking at an iPad in their study. Taken a picture and sent to their email
that's the
address.
last time.
And it's just this picture of her kind of like just scoping out.
Yeah.
And it's like absolutely
play,
brilliant,
though.
fair
Your word
play.
wouldn't you?
She's a novice, but one of the first rules of burglarising a house is you don't take a photo
know.
of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Massive sandwich in her hand.
Milk all over her, just absolutely. Mr. Jones, have you met Miss Jones?
I was like, oh, fair play. That's
Yeah.
amazing. It's like, she's in the study.
She's in the study, man.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking Cluedo.
Yeah.
She's in the study with the iPad. I'm afraid, Professor Plum, you're back in.
But it reminded me of, there was a time when you and I were in charge of feeding our neighbour, my neighbour's
I was
cats.
going to say that. And our version of doing that is trying cat food.
Oh, you ate the cat food. Big sandwich or just extra mayonnaise?
Let's do something naughty. Let's eat the cat food. Oh no, this is awful.
I just feel sad now.
Go on, eat it. Okay. Ugh, it's gross.
Yeah, let's do the sort of thing that you only have to do when your house is surrounded by the FBI. And you're refused. Let's pretend we're in Ruby Ridge.
Either that or set ourselves on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear, yeah.
Let's eat cat food.
We ate cat food and came back like, but they're like, you okay? And we're like, yeah. We ate cat food. What's that for?
What did you do that for? Don't ask me why.
Have you ever ate cat food?
No.
No, fair enough.
But here's the thing. I don't think it smells bad, right? Most people think cat food smells pretty funky.
You're into it.
Yeah. I feel like...
Do you go deluxe? Do
Do
you buy like tuna and beef?
No, I have eaten, Tom, I have eaten tuna and I have eaten beef. So I wouldn't call those things cat food.
I've never bought
I'm not so... Listen, have you eaten cat food, by which I mean caviar?
You know the gourmet stuff.
I know, no, yeah. We have like a kind of sort of vet-approved
Right.
health food stuff. So it's pretty decent.
Is it in a pouch rather than a tin?
Oh, la-di-da.
Yeah, it's in a
It feels to me like cats can get away with gourmet food more than dogs.
Yes,
There's like
very
this
true.
element of like, spoil your cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with dogs, it's like, come on, mate.
Whereas
Mate,
it's like
2 seconds ago we saw you eating your own shit.
Yeah.
You don't need...
it's like bung them in. You're chum. We'll call it chum.
You can have this chum. It's all this churned up nonsense.
Whereas it's like, give them the little and like a little sprig of parsley. on top.
Your little angel deserves.
It felt like cats can have that kind of.
Yeah.
They're more.
Yeah.
They've got that elegance.
Also, it feels
to
like
them.
they're holding you more ransom with their love. So it's like you're kind of desperate for a cat's approval in the way that you're not with a dog.
Yeah.
Like the dog's going to love you no matter what. So you don't, whereas the cat's a bit like,
Yeah.
they're more aloof.
Cats
So you're
are
like,
fair
oh,
weather
please
friends,
like
aren't
me.
they? Yeah, they really are. If your neighbour starts feeding your cat, right, and taking
Yeah.
photos of themselves on the iPad, but if your neighbour starts feeding your cat, then that's you don't have a cat anymore, basically.
Yeah, that's it,
Your
yeah.
cat will just go wherever the food is. So you're like, well, let's make it really nice food.
We're inheriting a cat currently,
Are you?
and it's a cat that is already across 2 houses on the cul-de-sac.
Oh, it's one of those
So we were
opportunistic
told
cats.
it lives. It's owned there, but it lives in there and there.
Yeah.
And then
So where it's owned, they don't want to know about it anymore. Is that
So no. Very popular cat, very friendly cat. Too
Okay.
popular, basically.
Right.
And ends up just going around the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
And it's a male cat, and we don't know its real name, but when it's in our house, it's a female cat called Lovely.
Right.
So we have when Lovely comes, it's like Lovely's here and she's wonderful, and we've been told it's a male cat, but we're insisting that it's
The great thing
a
about
girl.
Lovely is it's a genderless name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so there's this kind of dance now of like Lovely has started getting into our house, and that's where I'm trying to draw the line. But also the kids really love that it's around, and I've given it milk. I haven't given it food, but it's like there is a moment where we could go,
This is our cat.
well, we're going to give you food,
Yeah.
and then you can come into the house, and then we're kind of renting a cat.
Yeah.
Or taking
Yeah, stealing a cat. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
You're kind of stealing a cat. Well, you're in the beauty parade now, aren't you? Because
Yeah.
the cat's going to several different houses.
Exactly, yeah.
But here's the thing about a lot of those cats is they'll eat at every house.
Yes.
So all you're doing is basically expediating its death. That's what you're doing, really. You're overfeeding a cat because they just want to constantly eat all the time.
But it is weird to me with cats in that there isn't really a rule about it. Like they do have a kind of free for all.
Yeah.
Like cats will appear place and it's like, oh yeah, you're a cat and you're in my house now. Whereas like dogs don't get that freedom. You don't go, oh, there's a dog in my garden. I'll feed it for a bit. Cats have like they have like a kind of lawless existence.
Cats are
really.
way more
yeah.
gentle, and they are quite sort of nomadic as well, aren't they?
Well,
Yeah, and because they keep themselves to themselves. Like dogs are a bit more. They're generally bigger and a bit more in your face.
have I told you about Asbo cat?
Asbo cat.
So there's this cat from a few streets away, and it's got this very recognisable collar. It's got like a little box on its collar, and it appeared in our garden and attacked my son. It's like an angry cat, and Jane went on the street WhatsApp and said a cat's just attacked our son, and they said, "Oh, that's Asbo Cat. We all call him Asbo Cat. They're a problem," and they've attacked several people, and every so often the WhatsApp group will ping and go, "Asbo Cat's on the street." Everyone starts looking out for Asbo Cat,
And it's sort of basically everyone in the panic room. Asbo Cat's here.
Asbo Cat stalks the streets, and it's like they've attacked other cats.
Oh, no.
They've attacked kids. They scratched someone's face the other day.
Has anyone ever sat down with Asbo Cat and gone, "Hey, what's this all about?
What's it all about,
What's this
mate?"
all about, mate?"
So I nearly got it with water. It was on our decking.
Oh, I see. You spray it with a water pistol or something like that.
Yeah, it was on our decking. So I crept upstairs and got a big bowl of water.
Hey, yeah.
And then I opened the window, and just as he looked up, or they looked up, I don't know what they are. They looked up and like went, "Meow!" and ran so fast that they didn't realise the gate was closed, and just went smack into the gate and banged their
Poor
head.
little cat.
And like went, "Woo!" and then went off, and we've not seen Asbo Cat since. So I think I've sent out a clear message.
I think you have to.
Stay off our turf.
You really home aloned him.
But he is. Like, they are like...
Get some micro machines on the deck.
He also, the detail left out, he dropped a bowling ball in its head as well. And I think we've seen the last of Asbo Cat.
Tins of paint.
Two tins of paint clanging together. His face is as flat as a piece of foolscap paper. It's just... Yeah, tarring and feathering it was a step too far, I'd say. Cats
Have a life, man.
Yeah. Cats are, in a way, the kind of the thugs of the street. You know, you rarely see a cat on a leash. Your old neighbour, of course, used to walk a cat on a leash back
Yes.
when you were living in Crystal Palace.
Yes.
But you rarely see a cat on a leash.
It's my favourite Corn song as well.
Cat on a leash. Yeah, so they feel like they're kind of... Like, we've got an indoor cat.
I was going to say, what's your
Cosmo, indoor cat, will go out in the back garden, will occasionally hop into the neighbour's garden just to
Right.
sort of say hello.
Yeah.
But isn't asking for food. Is just sitting there in the garden, just like looking around. Really doesn't
play.
sort of bother, and then comes back. We feed a local cat, but we feed the local cat when the owners are on holiday.
Right.
So we're a similar situation.
Right.
We got asked to do it. In
And
fact,
then you ate all the cat food. You just like the smell.
I didn't.
Just photos on the iPad of you eating them.
I really thought it was the feds outside. It turned out it was an ice cream van. I thought that music they were playing was to get us out of there, like in Waco. But so we the reason we're in the mix now, on our street, feeding Catty Cat. That's the name of the cat, Catty Cat.
Great name.
It's a good name for a cat, isn't it? Got a little Hitler, one of those little Hitler stashes as
that's
well.
a shame.
Yeah, which is it's a bit of a shame, but you know,
Not now, mate.
yeah.
Don't tell Asbo Cat that. Asbo Cat
They'll
will really start
form a
really
gang.
embrace that, yeah.
Anyway, so we got it because they have they've got like a nanny cam in their house.
Okay.
And the people who were feeding the cat were there all day.
No.
Yeah. They were just in the house
Stayed.
all day. The kids were there. They invited people round.
What?
Yeah.
This is
they
great.
So they effectively were like, well, we're kind of house sitting, aren't we? So you come round. They were making food. They had friends round. The kids were playing. And they
Lollipop
were like,
ladies there, Grandad.
Lollipop ladies there. Asbo Cat was there with a fag on.
Movie marathon.
They're all, it was a complete free house, and they were like, well, this can't happen.
That's amazing.
So now we go in, and it's a great little setup. They've got 2 rats. Love the rats.
Okay.
They're fantastic. A cat and a bunny. And it's
How's the
great.
cat and the rat getting on?
Yeah, they have to be kept apart. Obviously, there's
That
very
feels
much.
mad to me.
Yeah, but the rats aren't. They're not free roaming rats. Although
No.
there are also, we're in London, there are free roaming rats as
Yeah.
well. But no, these are in a cage.
Yeah.
So it's fine. The cat's not trying to get into the cage or anything, so the cat can be around. But when you take the rats out, you've got to make sure that the cat's not.
How are you with rats?
Great, I love. Yeah, they're fantastic. They're really cute.
I don't mind a rat.
I've got rodent issues.
Oh yeah, if you've got like a mouse in your, we've had mice before in the house. You've got a mouse in your house, or worse, if you've got a rat in your house, that's not the same thing.
Yes.
If you've got a nice little sweet clean pet rat, crawling around you. They're really cute. They're really sweet. But rats in the house.
But at some point, haven't they got the potential to, like, fucking rat off? Be rat. They are rats.
Oh yeah, they're always rats. There's no rat on, rat off. They're always rats. But what do you mean rat off?
Like,
What do you mean?
go fast and rat, like suddenly be a rat. If they're under the sofa and it's like, fuck, I've got.
Yeah, but that's true of any pet, isn't it? It's true of any pet. Your any of your animals can run around. Like, cats can run pretty fast and they can run under the sofa and stuff. But you just assume that eventually they're going to come out and get some food.
The context of like a rat in a hand is fine, but a rat
it's two in the bush, of course.
A rat in the bush, scary rat.
I just think you're still a rat, aren't you? At the end of the day, and it's like, I don't know. At some point, are you going to just revert to type and be a rat?
Well, I
Do you know what I
mean,
mean?
I get it because like I don't like spiders, so some people have a pet spider, and I'll still kind of view that as I'm not like, oh, nice. I'm like, that's a spider.
It's still a spider.
I don't like that very much.
But the reason rats are like skitting around all over the place is they're trying to find food. So if you're giving them food, they're not going to run away, are they? It's the same,
Well, we had hamsters, and they were mad for running away. They would always get out and get
round the lollipop lady's house.
homing hamsters. Take me there, boy. I'm going back.
Rats are good at rescues. They do. They have rescue rats.
I'd be so disappointed if I was halfway up a mountain. If I was
barrel
of brandy, yeah. If I was 127 hours and actually a rat could probably chew through your arm. But if I was up a mountain and suddenly a rat
Fucking
showed
rat.
up, I'd be like, come on.
But they've got a high vis on.
I'd be delighted by that. And he would say, listen, I'm just going to go onto your chef's hat and I'm going to lead you the way home. You pop this hat on, mate.
Up a mountain,
I'm like, I know.
cooking a fucking 3-course meal. What's going on here, man?
This isn't the stuff.
This isn't what we need.
I was hungry, but
It's delicious. Though. That moss is absolutely fantastic. And then you cut away, and it's just a hallucination. And you're dying of hypothermia.
Yeah. Rat's just chewing.
And you're like, this 3-course meal's good.
It's how I'd want to go, I think. It's how I'd want to go. Hallucinating that a rat was cooking me some gourmet moss.
We found him. He was smiling. He was frozen to death, but he was smiling.
He was smiling. Well, it looked like a smile. His lips had been chewed off. It was more like this. It was like he died doing what he loved, freezing to death.
Oh God.